Welcome to You're 18, Now What? Thank you for joining me on this great Tuesday. I'm Dr. Catherine Gilstein, and I am looking forward to empowering you with information about financial literacy and economic empowerment. I will be posting new episodes every second and fourth Tuesday of the month. I want to start this episode by thanking everyone who has been tuning in to listen to my podcast. I literally just started this journey for the podcast in January of this year, and I have reached audiences in the US, India, Bangladesh, Portugal, Egypt, Mauritius, and the Philippines, whether through Spotify, Apple, iHeartRadio, YouTube, or wherever you are finding my show. Thank you so much. What is interesting is that I was looking at the analytics for my podcast and that most of my listeners are male. So just about 72%. Please spread the word to the women out there because financial literacy is just as important for them, if not more so. And why? Women outlive men. According to an article in Medical News Today dated November 2023, an analysis of data shows that the life expectancy gap between men and women has widened to nearly 6 years, from a low of 4.8 years in 2010. Anyway, as I mentioned on my last podcast, I will have guest speakers joining me occasionally, and these are going to be people who are new in their careers, so typically less than 5 years of working experience, who will have insight to share about their experiences. What are they doing now? What were their expectations? And what was different for them? So we'll also cover questions that they wish they knew when entering the job market. So if you missed my last podcast episode, you can access it on my YouTube channel, also named You're 18 Now What? This episode, I want to talk about summer. Typically, some people take the summer off, some jobs have summers off, some people don't get summers off, but I want to specifically talk about traveling. Now is the time when people start finalizing their summer plans. So, whether that's a weekend away, a few long weekends planned, or a week-long trip, but travel, it's essential to our well-being. When we spend time working and doing our jobs, we need some time to decompress. Spend some alone time. Maybe spend quality time with those we love so that when we get back to work, we can be refreshed. So, where are you traveling? How are you planning for it? Financially, of course, I'm speaking. I also spoke about savings in my early podcast episodes. Typically, what I find is that it's easier to save for the short term than it is for the long term. But what's the best way to go about it? If you know well ahead of time that you can put some money away for your weekend getaway. If you're going away for a longer period of time, maybe using rewards is the best course of action for you. But how do you do that? My suggestion is to pick a credit card that offers rewards. Would you rather have points that can be converted into stays at a hotel? Maybe miles that can be used for airline travel? Maybe you just rather use the card that pays cash back. As long as you're paying it off each month, then that's going to be worth it for you. Look at the benefits that are available on your card. Use the ones that benefit your travel needs. So if you plan to make travel a priority, maybe 2, 3 times a year, then it will be very beneficial to pick a hotel chain and an airline that you like and stick with it. Fortunately, there are still companies out there that like to reward their guests. So if you consistently use the same airline to travel, you'll get miles for each trip that you take. You can then use those miles for a free airline ticket down the road. Couple that with the mileage you're getting on your credit card, and that can be an added bonus for you. The same is true for hotel stays. If you constantly use the same hotel chain, you will gain points. So maybe for each 3 trips you take, you might have enough points for a free hotel stay for a night or maybe even an entire weekend. Don't get a credit card just to have a card. Look into the benefits that the card offers. Look at where you want to travel, what hotel chains are in the area, what airlines fly into the cities you want to visit. Be consistent, and then the rewards will be worth it. For those of you that frequently travel and want to earn rewards on everyday purchases that can be redeemed for travel-related expenses, what should you look for in a travel credit card? Let's go over some key features and details for the benefits that are commonly associated with those travel cards. Sign up bonuses. That's a huge one. A lot of credit cards offer enticing sign up bonuses. Maybe a large number of bonus points or miles after spending a certain amount of money within the first few months of opening an account. So maybe if you spend $500 in the first 3 months, you'll get 5,000 bonus miles, something like that to look out for. The bonuses can often be enough to cover a round trip flight or several nights in a hotel. You can earn points or miles. Travel credit cards typically offer rewards in the form of points or miles for every dollar spent on purchases. So those rewards can often be redeemed for flights, hotel stays, rental cars, and any other travel expenses. Some cards offer bonus points or miles for specific spending categories. So maybe dining, gas, or travel purchases. What about travel insurance and protections? Some travel credit cards provide a range of travel insurance coverages, such as trip cancellation insurance, interruption insurance, travel accident insurance, rental car insurance, maybe even baggage delay insurance. These benefits can offer peace of mind when traveling, especially if you're traveling internationally. Airport lounge access. Some premium cards come with a complimentary access to airport lounges around the world. So they'll offer you amenities like comfortable seating, Wi-Fi, of course, complimentary food and drinks, and there are some that even have shower and spa services. No foreign transaction fees. Excuse me. Many travel credit cards waive foreign transaction fees, so that's going to be ideal for international travelers. The fees can add up quickly when using a credit card abroad, so avoiding them can definitely result in significant savings. Travel credits. Some travel credit cards offer annual travel credits that can be used to offset expenses like airline incidental fees, checked baggage fees, or even general travel expenses. Elite status and upgrades. This is where the consistency comes in of using the same card in the same hotel chains. Certain travel credit cards offer perks such as elite status with airlines or hotels, and they include complimentary upgrades, priority boarding, maybe late checkout, one of my personal favorites, or bonus reward points. Flexible redemption options. On this one, you need to check the fine print, but this allows cardholders to transfer their points or miles to various airline and hotel loyalty programs, usually at favorable transferable rates. So the flexibility can definitely maximize the value of rewards. But before choosing a travel credit card, it's important to consider what are your travel habits? What are your spending patterns? What is the card's annual fee? Any other terms and conditions to ensure that it aligns with your needs and preferences. What about hotel chains? They work in a similar way to credit card perks. So they could be a significant benefit for frequent travelers who prefer to stay with a particular hotel brand or chain. Free nights. One of the most sought after perks is the ability to earn free nights based on your stays. So, hotels typically offer a range of redemption options from a standard room to a premium suite, and that way you can maximize the value of your points. Again, elite status, loyalty programs for hotels usually have different tiered status levels. So, they might call them silver, bronze, gold, diamond status, whatever the case may be. But in any case, these benefits can be room upgrades, late checkout, complimentary breakfast, bonus points on stays, access to exclusive amenities, and usually achieving status levels usually requires meeting a minimum stay or spending requirements. So in order for you to get to the first tier, maybe you have to stay 10 nights a year. To get to the second tier, it might be 20 nights a year or something like that. But that's easily able for you to check and look up. Room upgrades. Elite members of hotel loyalty programs can receive complimentary room upgrades, maybe providing access to higher room categories or better views. So typically when you travel into big cities, usually the higher up in the hotel, the better view you have of the city, so the more expensive the room would be. So that would be a really great room upgrade. Upgrades are usually subject to what's available at check-in, and they could exclude suite type rooms. Priority check-in, late checkout. Elite members for hotel chains usually have priority check-in and late checkout privileges. So instead of you having to check out by 10 or 11 a.m., you might be able to stay until 1 p.m. So you can usually skip the regular check-in line, you can extend your checkout time, and again, all of subject to availability of the hotel and what they have booked for that time when you're there. There are some hotel loyalty programs that offer welcome amenities, so complimentary drinks, snacks, small gifts upon arrival. So sometimes you'll just get a welcome bag when you check in, and it might just have a bottle of water, a bag of chips, or something like that. But free is free, so why not? Dining and spa discounts. So discounts on dining, spa services that are offered at the hotel. So that can give you additional savings, especially if you're going away somewhere and you see that, well, you're going to go away for 4 days, but it might rain on day two. So maybe you want to book a spa day on day two because you can't go out and sightsee too much, can't go to the beach or whatever the case may be. So getting those spa discounts are really cool. Um, Again, lounge access as well. So hotel chains offer exclusive lounges for elite members. So again, complimentary beverages, snacks, business services in a more private and comfortable setting. So if you were even on a business trip, so whether you're traveling for personal or business, still try to stay consistent because no matter where you're going or for whatever reason, you want to make sure that you are utilizing your points to your advantage for your travel. Guaranteed room availability. There are some programs that offer guaranteed room availability if you are an elite member. So even if the hotel is fully booked, they're going to ensure that you're going to get a room at that hotel. So providing your reservation is made typically within a certain time frame and usually within 3 days or so. But if you know you're going away, maybe next week or something, you can call the hotel, and if you have guaranteed room availability, and I've seen this happen, they will bump someone out and put you in. So it does help. Partner benefits. There are hotel programs that have partnerships with other travel providers. So maybe airline and car rental companies and credit cards. So depending on what hotel you use, what car company you use, what airline you use, what credit card you use, those can all be kind of bundled together to have the maximum benefit for you, allowing members to earn and redeem points. So it gives you that access to points across a broader range of services. In addition to standard perks that are offered through hotel programs, there are hotel chains that provide extra benefits and possibly unique experiences to their guests, especially those that book directly or hold certain credit cards. So maybe you have a Hilton Amex or a Hilton Visa or something like that. Wi-Fi is pretty much standard all across the board. Years ago, you had to actually pay for Wi-Fi to get Wi-Fi in your room, but now it is standard. But personal service, if you're staying at a luxury hotel chain, they typically pride themselves on providing personalized services to the guests. So maybe pre-arrival concierge, customized room preferences, dedicated staff to help with your specific needs during your stay. Um, you can get access to exclusive events or experiences. So maybe if they have a wine tasting or cooking class, guided tours that are in the area, any cultural performances, they might be complimentary for elite members or available at a discounted rate for you. There are some hotels that provide transfers or airport transportation for guests. So that can help you with convenience during travel. Special amenities for pets or family. So, family friendly chains may offer special amenities for children, such as kids' clubs, babysitting services, children's menus. Pet friendly hotels can have pet beds, treats, walking services for your pets. There are a lot more hotel chains that do allow pets to stay, more so now than they did 10 years ago. So, that's a huge deal. um, Spa and wellness credits again. So there are some hotel chains that offer spa credits or wellness credits as part of their loyalty benefit. So you can get a massage, facial, maybe manicure or pedicure during your stay. So always look at these additional services. Um, Beyond dining and spa discounts, you could get other discounts offered by the hotel, maybe laundry service, dry cleaning services if you're on a business trip, parking, recreational activities. So always look to see what they have. Maybe they have special in-room dining experiences. Maybe you're going away for the weekend for a special occasion and you can call ahead of time and see if they can help you with a special occasion package, maybe floral arrangements for the room, whatever you may need. But these extra perks can definitely elevate your hotel experience and provide value for you. So, encouraging you to stay loyal and repeat your visit with that hotel chain and with that credit card. So, it's definitely worth researching the specific offerings of the different hotel chains and looking to see how the additional benefits align with your preferences for travel. What are your needs? So, I hope this gives you a little bit more insight to travel and how to make your money for you when you're doing so. With that said, I am very excited to announce that my book has been published. It is ready for ship. So, becoming an adult can be freeing, it can be a blast. It can also cause stress and doubt. So, whether your parents helped guide you about searching for a job, saving or investing money, bettering your credit score, maybe expecting you to figure it out on your own. Maybe they tried, maybe you just didn't listen. That's always possible, right? Anyway, it's definitely not too late to set yourself up for success or set somebody else up that you may need. So, my book provides resources and answers to many questions. So, whether they're for yourself, children, grandchildren, or any other person in your life that needs a little bit of assistance, getting ahead and, learning some of the basic things that can help set them up for their future, it's out there. Be open to listening, be open to learning, ask questions. What more do you want to know? Visit my website at your18nowwhat.com and drop me a line. Send a question, send a comment. Any questions received will be responded to via the email or addressed on the next podcast. Remember, be invaluable for what you share, not what you know. See you next time on Your 18 Now What. Be sure to visit my website where you can always find the latest podcast episode to listen to, follow, and share. Thanks for joining me.